we have another online presentation on sustainable criterion selection framework for green construction materials, because we all talk about different criteria, but I think how do you select the particular any one or more criteria. So I think that'd be very important presentation. It's by Ashani Fernando, RMIT. My understanding is overseas based student. So of course, obviously can't be there, but thank you very much, Ashani, joining online. Yeah, you're on mute, Ashani.
Yeah, now is it audible?
Yeah, it's very good, yeah.
Oh, thank you. In a world where the sustainability of concrete is a burning question, we often find ourselves at crossroads. So let me start by asking you this question that will possibly put you in a similar situation. Is concrete truly sustainable? The answer is not so straightforward as we think, right? But let me delve your attention into how innovation in materials and responsible decision making can help us make sustainable choices. Currently, a major portion of concrete's impact is due to its main ingredient, which is cement. Cement consists of clinker, which is causing it to be this massive polluter. I bet everyone here will know when I say ordinary Portland cement, which has 95% of clinker and is the traditional cement used by the industry nowadays. Presently, research efforts are to replace this clinker in cement using various other byproducts such as fly ash, slag, limestone, etc. So the result is that we are getting these different kinds of blended cement types. Now, picture yourself stepping into a store and having to choose the right type of cement for your construction needs. How do you suppose you make the right choice? This would involve some decision making, don't you agree? But to tell you the truth, this is never done right. Every time we are missing something. Sometimes we just want to grab whatever the material available and build fast. Sometimes the cost might become an issue. Sometimes we might not have the right knowledge. So, would a tool that does this complex decision making for you sounds nice? Well, this research does exactly that. It incorporates decision making methodologies and life cycle assessment to derive a score for the available concrete mixtures. So, we could say that this is an improvement from the conventionally available sustainability model to result in a more sustainability, because other factors like environmental, economic, and social factors are considered to enable informed choices. I would say with this, the users wouldn't have to question their choice in going to a more environmentally friendly cement, and the manufacturers wouldn't have to worry about getting less acceptance for their developed product of blended cement. So, in an era where the answer to the question, does it pay to become green, is an obvious yes, why not we make our decisions worth the money we pay? It's up to you to decide. Thank you.
I think thank you very much. I think it's a very important project because I think it's difficult good to have these informed decisions. It's a difficulty, as you pointed out, to make decisions when we select, especially for someone in the field, the clients, to the stakeholders. They are very difficult. So that way, I think you're making a significant contribution. Dr. Chamila is your student? Sort of. Right, yeah, sure. I know. Very good. Well, thank you very much. And also we have to acknowledge the support from RMIT for which Professor Sujiva started the joint PhD programs, and to be there and still overseas based, and opportunity to be there and then joining the TREMS, this sort of projects in the future. So thank you very much. It's really very clear joining online, and you made a very good presentation. Any online questions?
So one question here is, what would the selection method look like?
So the selection, the selection method is basically, it's based on a particular criteria. So this is what I have developed in the research. So like conventionally, we use mainly the concrete strength and also other factors related to environment or the cost. But here we are going to address it more deeply, like using performance criteria, and also including other factors such as environmental, economic, and social, to be able to like go into a more depth in the selection criteria. Yeah, so that's the selection criteria.
That's excellent, because you know the so-called 3 pillars or whatever, the very hard to really balance all that. Any other questions from the audience? Maybe I can say, yeah, okay, maybe I'll give you the first then. Next.
Is it a tool or a checklist or a system tree? What form would you develop it in? Or is it too early for that?
I didn't quite hear it.
Maybe you can try this one.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's faint, like
Maybe try this one.
Okay, what I just wondered what the selection method look like. Like, is it a tool or is it a checklist or a decision tree or a software tool?
Yeah, so to mainly automate the decision-making process, so the final steps of the research is to develop a web-based app. So I'm currently in the development of that web-based app. So it allows like free decision making, to make free decision makings for the like stakeholders involved in construction. So they don't have to like go specifically into the like very basics of the web-based app, but they just have to like select what the requirements, and they would be getting a specific like the concrete mixture designs which are like according to their requirements. So that would be the final platform for the decision making tool.
That's excellent. Professor Lu?
Are you considering material circularity index? Because that issue becoming, in the circular economy.
Yeah. For this project, actually, it doesn't consider the circular based. In the life cycle, it doesn't consider the circularity, because I think mainly here we wanted to address the primary, like it's at the primary stages of developing a tool. So I think for the future research, that would be something that could be included in developing the tool.
Thank you. This is a bit of a difficult question, but I think maybe we need all to. I think it's probably too early. But are you planning to give this more? What difficulty will be to? Are you planning to give any weighting for social, environmental, and economic? I think it's be a difficult task, but I know it depends on the project as well. But any comments on that?
Yeah, so I think giving weightages is it's very important, because that is actually how decision making changes. Like when it comes to giving weightages to the indicators. So I have incorporated a bit from it, because in the concrete mixture designs and scores that I've included in the web-based app, I have considered different weighting combinations and some scenarios related to that. So like the people who are using the web-based app could actually select different weighting criterias and then make different decisions related to the weighting criterias.
That's excellent. Is there another question?
Is your deliverable more like a framework that gives a comparative index?
I'm sorry?
Is your deliverable more like a framework that gives a comparative index?
Yes, exactly. It's more like a framework, and it gives a index that we could compare the concrete mixture designs.
That's excellent. So I think, yeah, it is really something, a difficult problem you're tackling, and it's really very timely, because to take those, as we discuss, informed decisions. So can we, excellent presentation again, very excellent project. So can we show our appreciation?
Thank you.
So thank you very much.